Hello, I'm Dr. Ilsa, a medical doctor and nutritionist, and today I want to talk to you about something hiding in your kitchen, something that may be quietly making you look and feel older than you really are. You might think you're eating normal food, maybe even healthy food. But the truth is, many everyday items, yes, even the ones marketed as good for you, can actually speed up the aging process. Wrinkles, low energy, aching joints, dull skin, they often start with what's on your plate. In this video, I'm going to reveal the specific foods that are secretly aging your body from the inside out. These are things I've seen over and over again in patients who felt older than their age. And the moment they removed these foods, their bodies started to change. So stay with me until the end, because just cutting out a few of these can make a dramatic difference in how you age. Your body is a living system, constantly renewing, repairing, and regenerating itself. But when you feed it the wrong kinds of food, that system starts to slow down. And instead of rebuilding youthfully, your body begins to break down faster. That's what aging really is, slow, silent breakdown. And a lot of it starts on your plate. When you eat processed foods, sugary snacks, refined carbs, or chemically preserved items, your body sees them as foreign invaders. These foods trigger chronic inflammation, which damages your cells, stiffens your arteries, and even breaks down the collagen in your skin. Over time, this leads to visible signs like wrinkles, bloating, puffiness, and fatigue. But it also creates deeper problems like high blood pressure, weight gain, and joint pain, and it doesn't stop there. These foods can also speed up something called oxidative stress, where your cells get rusted from the inside, just like metal exposed to air and water. This weakens your immune system and slows your ability to recover from stress or illness. The result? You don't just age, you feel it. Most people don't realize how much of their aging is tied to what they eat daily. But once you do, you have the power to change everything. So now, let's get specific. Let me show you which foods are doing the most damage. Let's get right into it. These are the foods I've seen repeatedly accelerate aging in my patients, and maybe even in your own body, without you realizing it. First up, refined sugar. It's in cakes, cookies, soda, ketchup, salad dressings, and even healthy granola bars. Sugar causes something called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins like collagen and elastin. These are the very proteins that keep your skin firm and youthful. Glycation makes them stiff and brittle, leading to sagging skin, wrinkles, and inflammation deep within your body. Next, processed meats. Think sausages, hot dogs, bacon, deli slices. These are full of preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, which increase oxidative stress and damage your blood vessels. They can also worsen joint pain and skin flare-ups. Another major offender is refined carbohydrates, white bread, pastries, crackers, and sugary breakfast cereals. These spike your blood sugar quickly, then crash it, leading to energy dips, mood swings, and premature aging of your skin and brain. Don't forget vegetable oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil. These oils are often heavily processed and high in omega-6 fatty acids, which throw off your body's inflammation balance. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of aging and disease. Alcohol is another sneaky ager. Even moderate drinking dehydrates your skin, disrupts your sleep, and taxes your liver, making it harder to detox. That dull skin, puffy face, and fatigue after a night of drinking, that's accelerated aging in action. And finally, artificial sweeteners. Aspartame sucralose and others confuse your metabolism, mess with gut health, and have been linked to increased appetite and weight gain, not to mention fatigue and brain fog. Here's the hard truth. Many of these foods are staples in modern diets, and they're not always easy to avoid. But knowing what they do gives you power, and removing just a few of them, even gradually, can have a visible, almost immediate impact on how you look and feel. Next, I'll break down exactly why these foods age your body and what's happening behind the scenes every time you eat them. Now that you know which foods are quietly aging you, let's talk about why they do it. What's actually happening in your body when you eat them? It all starts with inflammation. When you eat things like sugar, processed meat, or refined carbs, your body treats them like a threat. It responds by releasing chemicals meant to fight off harm. But when those foods are eaten daily, the response becomes chronic. That's called low-grade inflammation, and over time, it damages your blood vessels, organs, and skin from the inside out. Then there's glycation, especially from sugar and refined carbs. Glycation produces advanced glycation end products, also called AGEs. These AGEs weaken collagen and elastin, causing your skin to lose elasticity and form wrinkles. But it's not just skin. AGEs affect your arteries, your eyes, your kidneys, even your brain. Oxidative stress is another big one. It's like rusting, but inside your body. When you eat foods high in preservatives, unhealthy fats, or alcohol, your cells are bombarded with unstable molecules called free radicals. If you don't have enough antioxidants to neutralize them, your cells become damaged faster, leading to early signs of aging and even chronic diseases. Hormonal imbalance also plays a major role. Artificial sweeteners and alcohol can throw off your insulin and cortisol levels, which in turn affects sleep, mood, weight, and even skin clarity. Poor sleep, for example, limits your body's ability to repair itself, and that shows up quickly in how you look and feel. And finally, gut health. Many of these aging foods damage the gut lining or disrupt the balance of healthy bacteria. When your gut is off, nutrient absorption drops, immune response weakens, and inflammation rises, all of which contribute to aging faster. So when you look at these foods, it's not just about calories or cravings, it's about the deeper impact, how they silently accelerate the breakdown of the systems that keep you young. But don't worry, there's a way forward. In the next section, I'll show you the best food swaps that help reverse this process and support a healthier, younger you. Now let's talk about what to eat instead, because removing aging foods is only half the battle. The other half is replacing them with foods that nourish, repair, and slow down the aging process from the inside out. First, instead of refined sugar, go for natural sweeteners in moderation. Raw honey, dates, or pure maple syrup give you sweetness without triggering the same level of inflammation or glycation. But even with these, less is more. Swap out processed meats for lean, clean proteins. Think grilled chicken, wild-caught fish, lentils, chickpeas, or organic eggs. These foods provide the amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle, skin, and tissue without the damaging preservatives. Instead of white bread and sugary cereals, choose whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, or sprouted grain bread. These break down slower, keeping your blood sugar steady and your energy more stable. Trade out processed vegetable oils for healthy fats, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, chia seeds, walnuts, and flax seeds are rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. These fats actually protect your cells and keep your skin smooth and hydrated. If you drink alcohol, cut back and hydrate well, and for a refreshing alternative, try herbal teas, infused water with cucumber or lemon, or sparkling water with fresh fruit. These support your liver, digestion, and skin, all essential for youthful energy. Craving something sweet? Instead of reaching for a diet soda or artificial sweetener, try fruit with cinnamon or a small square of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa. It satisfies your sweet tooth while delivering antioxidants. And finally, focus on color. The more naturally colorful your plate, the more antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals you're getting. Berries, leafy greens, beets, carrots, bell peppers, these are your skin and body's best friends. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about making smarter swaps that add up over time. Each time you choose a nourishing food, you're sending a clear message to your body. I want to stay strong, healthy, and youthful. Up next, we'll talk about the everyday eating habits people don't even realize are aging them faster. Even if you avoid the major aging foods, some everyday habits can still quietly speed up the aging process. These are the routines I see most often in people who think they're eating healthy, but feel tired, bloated, or older than they should. One of the biggest habits is eating late at night. When you eat close to bedtime, your body spends the night digesting instead of repairing. This disrupts sleep quality and increases fat storage, especially around the belly. Over time, poor sleep and late-night eating can leave you feeling older, heavier, and less energetic. Another common one is skipping meals, especially breakfast. When you constantly skip meals, your body gets thrown into stress mode. This spikes cortisol, disrupts hormones, and slows your metabolism, all of which contribute to premature aging. Then there's eating too quickly. Fast eating often leads to overeating, poor digestion, and nutrient loss. It also keeps your nervous system in a constant state of stress, which leads to inflammation and faster breakdown of tissues. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach is another sneaky one. It may give you a quick energy boost, but it can irritate your stomach lining, spike cortisol, and make you crash later. That daily crash, it's your body signaling imbalance. And finally, mindless snacking, especially out of boredom or stress. Most snack foods are processed, salty, sugary, or full of artificial ingredients that age your body from within. These habits often go unnoticed, but they quietly take a toll over time. The good news? You don't need to change everything overnight. Just become aware. A few mindful shifts in your daily eating pattern can restore balance, energy, and a more youthful feeling. In the final section, I'll leave you with encouragement and a reminder of how powerful your choices really are. Here's the truth. You have far more control over how you age than you've been told. Aging isn't just about your genetics. It's about your habits, your environment, and especially what you feed your body every single day. The foods that make you look older, feel weaker, or lose energy, you now know what they are. And even more importantly, you know what to eat instead. You don't need a perfect diet or expensive treatments. You just need small intentional changes, one better choice at a time. Each meal is an opportunity to heal, to protect, and to slow the clock. Your body is always listening. When you nourish it with care, it responds with strength, clarity, and vitality. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Dr. Ilsa. Remember, aging is natural, but premature aging is optional. And you have the power to choose differently, starting today.